We're going to start with menopause because I feel like it is the single most misunderstood time of a woman's body processes aging across the board. So it is misunderstood, it is misabused, and it is called many things that it just doesn't apply. So let's start with the myths, right? What is one of the myths? There are many, many myths. Let's start with the easy ones. That it's a natural process that your body's going to go through. You should just suck it up. You'll be through it soon enough. It'll all be better on the other side. You know, there couldn't be further from the truth. Just because it's a natural process doesn't mean we're better off for it. Yes, it's a natural process. Yes, we go through it. Every woman goes through it. There's no way around it. But so is cancer a natural process. And we don't accept that and just lie down and say, well, we're just going to suck it up and it'll be better on the other side. No, that's not an appropriate response. So yes, it's a natural process. We are not the only creatures on the planet that go through it, actually. There is a lot of myth and a lot of mythology around why we do it, but that's not the point. We go through it, end of story. How do we process what our reality is going to look like later? Other myths, your period's just going to stop one day, like you're just going to magically wake up one day and stop having menstrual cycles. That doesn't happen. Another big myth is that you cannot call it menopause until you're done with your period after 1 year. These are arbitrary points and arbitrary calendar points or arbitrary decisions that people have made that are completely unrelated to biology. And it should be no surprise to anyone that a lot of these were made up a long time ago when there weren't really very many women in medicine. So they just kind of came up with these statements because they wanted to kind of give us some benchmarks, which don't really matter. What is really more likely to happen is things are going to kind of peter out and go on for a period of time. And like everybody's different. That's the reality. No symptoms does not mean no treatment. So just because some women don't have any symptoms, just because some women don't feel bad during the menopause doesn't mean you should ignore it or not treat it. That's another big myth because when you look at some of the recommendations, it's, oh, you only treat if there are symptoms and you stop when there's no more symptoms. Also not a normal reaction or reasonable to what menopause is.